2, 3.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo in Afghanistan today, brushing off North Korea's charge that his disarmament demands were, quote, gangster-like.
We still have a long ways to go, but the commitment that the North Koreans made, frankly, that Chairman Kim personally made to President Trump, remains as when reinforced.
And the president today, claiming he and Kim Jong-un signed a contract, but what they signed were just vague promises. The president tweeting, "I have confidence that Kim Jong-un will honor the contract we signed, and even more importantly, our handshake. We agreed to the denuclearization of North Korea." Mr. Trump instead accusing China of pressuring Kim to back away from a deal, punishment for his tariffs. In fact, Pompeo was snubbed in Pyongyang, never seeing Kim, although the White House had announced he would. Instead, the Secretary of State sat impatiently through 2 lavish banquets, everything from foie gras to ice cream, in a nation where most people starve. Former Defense Secretary and CIA Director Leon Panetta says the president should not have let Kim off the hook at their summit.
They're continuing to develop their nuclear capability, and they're basically sending a clear message that they aren't that willing to give up all of their nuclear weapons.
President Trump having declared that North Korea is no longer a nuclear threat, now learning what Presidents Clinton and Bush could have told him. North Korea drives a hard bargain and cheats. Andrea Mitchell, NBC News, Washington.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.